with 4 mutas. That is just nuts how good roaches are now with that burrow. So hopefully we'll see a lot more in ZVZ and in other matchups. So picking off a couple more Zerglings. Overseer just staying overhead, keeping side on these so we can at least force them to burrow to regen. But coming back, snipe that extractor. No, it's not going to. Gonna snipe a lot more drones. Takes down another spine crawler. Do we see any spire yet? No, we are not seeing any sort of spire. So he is content with these 4 mutas. Maybe needs a couple more spines or something. These roaches just have such good regen. All red. Just watch them boost on back up to green. Forced to unburrow, however, because there are so many Zerglings in here. And will Artosis be able to clean this up? No, he's not going to be able to. So many roaches. Holy cow, they're just streaming in. Very nice use of burrow here. I'm not sure who Werra is, but he seems to know what he is doing. There's a little bit of Zerglings surround. And the only problem right now is Werra has no anti-air. He has no Hydralisk Den. He is just pumping out the roaches. He's sacrificing any Hydrotech that he could get to do some more economic damage with pumping in more roaches. You can see there. He is getting a couple spores, so he will be fine from any sort of muta harass. There's the Spire from Artosis. Still severely economically crippled. Well, you know what? He was crippled a little bit, but he was able to produce drones back up to 17 against Werra 17. So somewhat of an all-in roach push, able to kind of even the score here, despite Artosis' early economic advantage. Sneaky little roaches moving in once again. Is he going to get any upgrades for them? No, looks like he's just going to leave them unupgraded in favor of pumping out more of them. There's that Hydra Den. Still no more drones. Look at all his money. 300 minerals. He's probably saving for Hydras. No, he's getting something else. Drones. Okay, I was just going to say he needs to be spending that money on drones. And right now, Artosis is actually in decent shape. He probably doesn't know it, just because he has taken so much damage, but he's not giving up. He probably has good game sense and knows he's still in this. So he's got his Spire up, and in anticipation of Werra getting Hydralisks, we're going to see some Banelings. So very smart play by Artosis is going to come up here in a second, just continuing to mass roaches and just inching his way out with that burrow move. Do we have range upgrade on the Hydras? Not yet. Wouldn't be surprised to see that in just a couple seconds here. And pulling a little bit ahead of Artosis in the economic game. How many spores does he have? 2 spores. No expansion from either player. No Overlord speed on either player either. Checking out that expansion. 4 harvesters ahead. Oh, here are the mutas there on the move. Small force of Banelings here, but the mutas are going to try to do as much harassment as they can. Maybe pick off some Overlords on the outskirts, but this is very untimely for Artosis. Oh my gosh, this is going to be devastating to his economy. He's going to kill so many drones with this. He should walk in there and kill the Queen as well. Probably even kill the Spine Crawlers. I don't know if I would have backed out there. This is a lot of roaches. 2 spines aren't that powerful. And yes, that's exactly what Artosis is doing. Killing all these Overlords on the outskirts. And let's look at Werra's food supply. 66 out of 50 right now. So you don't often realize just how much damage you're doing to a player when you're killing his Overlords, just because it's not really visible from your side. But 62 out of 42, he's completely Psylocked. Unless he loses these roaches, he's not going to be able to train any units about Overlords for quite a while. But Werra did his fair share of harassment as well. It is now 24 to 11. Although Artosis has a ton of Mutalisks. Holy shit, that's 14 Mutalisks against, if we go to the unit counting station, 8 Hydras and 1 Queen. Unfortunately, he can't really advance yet because these 2 spores will make up that difference in units. Overseer a bit sluggish, not able to pick off these roaches. That would have been a great little swing as well. Not seeing any sorts of upgrades. Very, very stingy use of minerals by both players to not upgrade and just focus on the units, which I don't blame them because this is such a tight game. You need those units immediately, not the upgrades, you know, 2 or 3 minutes from now. So these 14 mutas aren't going to advance on these Hydras, although he could have beaten these Hydras pretty easily. Not anymore. These 4 more popping out will even the odds, so very close game still. I think Artosis needs to make some kind of move here just because he is behind in the tech now, because Hydras are better than mutas, and he's behind economically. So Werra, after those initial roach harasses, did saturate much better than he had been before. So we'll see he's at 6 patches remaining with a much higher income coming in. And look at Artosis, all 8 patches, some of them at 500 and 600. These are just at, well, there's one at 430, but you can tell they are much lower. So I don't know if Artosis is going to be able to pull this off. These Hydras are going to be way too strong against these Mutalisks. Not even getting gas here. There he goes. Now he's getting that gas, and I'm interested to see what he's going to pump. More drones, so he's not going for the throat just yet. He's going to try to get his economy back up a little bit. Kind of floating around, keeping tabs on everything that's going on. There's those Hydras. Nice spot by something. I think these burrowed roaches actually spotted it, doing a little bit of scouting on these expansions, and they were able to catch those mutas on the move. And if I were Werra, I would have gotten a few infestors, maybe even just 2 infestors, infestation pit and infestors, in favor of, you know, 3 or 4 of these Hydras, because 1 infestor and, like, you know, 10 Hydras, let's say, will easily beat this force, especially if the infestor has 2 uses of fungal growth instead of 1. And I think that was very realistic. Not that he would really know that these banelings are coming out, but they would also be very good against banelings. 1 fungal growth, which does 36 damage, would kill a baneling in 1 shot. So can you imagine 1 fungal growth going down like right here, catch all these banelings, even a couple mutas, a second one to get the mutas, and my phone just buzzed, as you could probably hear. It is someone texting me saying man bear pig. Not sure what inspired that, but little comedic relief, I suppose. And looks like we're going to have one final engagement. Little scout going out for Artosis. I just spoil it again by saying final engagement. I forgot the replay timer was covered up. Sorry, I'm learning. Here we go. Gonna slow this down just a little bit down to fast. Baneling's coming in. Is he gonna be able to react? Oh no! Oh my gosh, 3 Hydras killed. Not the best baneling use. Needs to get inside of those Hydras, get all clumped in there. They are much faster than the Hydras. Oh, there goes all those Hydras. Holy cow. Now down to 3 Hydras from... How many did he have? I'm just going to back up a little bit here. I have to see exactly how much damage these banelings did. 20 Hydras. Let me speed up to faster for you. 20 Hydras, 14 banelings, 14 mutas. Boom. There goes 7 banelings down to 15 Hydras. 7 more banelings rolling in, literally. Down to 7, 5 Hydras, and 13 mutas. So those 14 banelings take down 15 Hydras. These mutas they could probably come in here and kill off 2 more spores and 3 more Hydras and a queen. But, you know, at this point, I don't think it matters. Artosis has map control, much stronger force. He doesn't even need to go in there because Werra is starved out. And Artosis pulled that out of nowhere. So, very, very nice game. Back and forth, tons of harassment. I think Werra could have clinched it with an infestation pit. Hard to say, but GG nonetheless, guys. And thanks for the banners, and thanks a lot for watching.